Anyway, so our next story, we're talking about John Bateman's return to British soil.
Yeah, Wigan St Helens, that wasn't it?
Yeah.
Wigan Saints. Yeah, so John Bateman has re-signed for Warrington Wolves. Not re-signed. He's signed for Warrington Wolves. He's gone out on loan from West Tigers. Load of news about this in the Aussie press. Has he had a fallout with the Wests? Are his performances not up to scratch anymore? And there's also the little bit of a talking point is, how the hell are Warrington affording him?
Oh, no, it's crackers. He's definitely had a fallout.
Yeah.
You know, that seems to be very evident. And interestingly, it seems to be that he thought that, like, the senior players at West Tigers were treated like kids and the kids were treated like heroes or senior players.
I read that, yeah. So him and old Benji have had a bit of a
fallout, and that's led to, you know, him falling out of favour and heading back to British soil, to Warrington. But potentially big signing. I don't know if John Bateman is the player that he was perhaps 6-7 seasons ago. I'm not saying he's not class and he's a hard grafter and he's a no compromise, no nonsense player. And perhaps coming in to replace, I mean, if he stays long term, Matty Nicholson, who's on his way out.
They have said that it's a temporary move until the end of the season, but if the rumours are to be believed, the fallout that's happened at West Tigers, he's not going to be going back there, is he, next year? So be interested to see where he lands up. Interestingly, though, this move I don't think would have ever happened if you didn't have Sam Burgess at Warrington this year. I think.
Yeah, I don't think he'd have gone to Warrington.
No, I don't. I just could never have imagined John Bateman at Warrington. You would have just sort of said Wigan through and through, wouldn't you? But like, it's the mark of having such a high profile coach there. He's pulling in these big players. Warrington's playoffs hope, what do you think it does to that? Do you think it increases the chances?
I think Warrington doing incredibly well without John Bateman. I don't think he brings a great deal more to the team than the players they've already got, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I agree.
It gives them a little bit of strength there. Maybe I don't know how it'll be received by the crowd. I think you'd like to think a big player like that coming back from the NRL would increase some interest in the team. But
it seems like a weird move at this time of the season, doesn't it?
Like,
agreed. You would have thought Warrington's squad is really settled now, especially after watching them at the weekend. They played probably the best game of the season, just gone.
Yeah,
you would have thought that team's really settled. To bring in a big personality like John Bateman at this time of the season does seem strange. I'm trying to think back to other times where teams have made a big signing close to the playoffs. The one that springs to mind, I think it was Adrian Morley came to Bradford from South Sydney just for the playoffs.
Yeah, Andrew Johns went to Warrington.
Yeah, but that wasn't just for the playoffs, was it?
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it?
Was it?
Well, it was definitely late in the season, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I thought he was there for the full season.
Correct us in the comments. I'm sure you will. It's an interesting one. Is it? I don't know. There's lots of speculation from me, which I don't really want to get into. We'll talk about it off air, perhaps. But if nothing else, be interesting to see it unfold.
Yeah, I suppose it adds to the excitement of the Super League. I think that's a good way to finish.